Welcome to 2016. In this video, which is part of a small series we're going to run throughout this year, we're going to look at performance, golf fitness, how you can improve your game using fairly simple techniques, hopefully, ideas that you don't necessarily have to take to the gym, and look to see how we can find some gains in your golf performance by being in a little bit better shape. Introducing James Thompson, who we met last year. James last year spent some time helping us understand golf screening processes in particular. Those videos are available in the archive. And this year really has been born out of a slightly personal quest. I'm going to share some data with you in terms of my own personal data from FlightScope, and also with a new unit available on the market called HDiD Golf, which is a fantastic shot tracking device. What those two pieces of equipment are showing me as a 43-year-old golf pro with a slightly dodgy back, and I'll be honest, this is the first time I've been in the gym in a while. Over the last 6 or 7 years, really it highlighted just how much function I feel like I've lost in my golf game. A lot of speed, a lot of distance. Iron play's really started to suffer in terms of quality of strike. So when I look at my game golf information, my most common miss is short of the green. My mid-iron greens hitting regulation, long iron green hitting regulation is much worse than my short irons or approach play from inside of 100 yards. So we're going to dip into this throughout the year. We're going to share some videos, we're going to share a lot of data, and we're going to see if, with James's help, we can find some gains throughout this year. We're going to see if we can help manage what for me is, I'm sure, is a common problem with a lot of you out there, that's back pain. And we're going to see if we can spend 2016 being a little healthier, a little stronger, and we're going to turn that into some performance hopefully as well. So I'm all yours, let's get started. So I'm back here in the studio at HDiD Park Golf Club, and firstly I'd like to thank James for what for me was really an eye-opening session, an eye-opening assessment and screening. As you can see, it's a long time since I've been anywhere near a gym, but this year, really 2016, is a year where somebody who's not had the opportunity to play a huge amount of golf over the last couple of years, somebody who suffers with quite a lot of back pain, I felt it was important that I took a look at what I was doing, and as we talked more with James, what we discovered was that a lot of my complaints were very similar to a lot of the club golfers that he sees. Now, my own personal case, what was very interesting for me was how quickly James was able to pick up on the issues that I had physically and how they linked into the very clear issues I have on the golf course, ball striking wise. So the two areas that were flagged up as the most important to address first were a lack of mobility in my pelvis and a lack of mobility in my shoulders. Now, these are two key areas in the golf swing. You know, obviously pelvis, shoulders, big engines of the golf swing. So for me not to be able to move those effectively and not have the strength to control those effectively, means that my golf swing has to suffer. And in terms of what that produces for me, well, it's very difficult for me to get my pelvis to move this way, and it's very difficult for me to get mobility, certainly backwards, in my shoulders. Now, if you think about the golf swing turning around and behind us, shoulder mobility is a critical part to being able to control club plane, and as a consequence of that, potentially the club path through impact as well. My pelvis needs to stabilise and support my golf swing, support my turn. And what my big issue really on the golf course is that as I swing the club towards the ball, my posture changes. So my hips tend to come forwards, my chest gets pulled up and away from the ball a little bit, and it's then very difficult for me to either rotate and at the same time accurately strike the ball and the turf. So the net result of that for me is a lot of slight miss-hit shots, thin shots in particular. I struggle to take much of a divot. And as a consequence, the big issue for me out on the golf course is that I come up short a lot. So when I look at my game golf statistics over the past couple of months of getting ready for this and experimenting a little bit, one of the key areas that really flagged this up for me was that 38% of my shots from outside of 100 yards come up short. Now that's not a sign of misclubbing. I'm a pretty experienced golfer. I know how far I should hit each club, and I'm pretty good at selecting a club. But really, the vast majority of my shots that come up short do so because they've been mishit. So having a screening, if you're looking at changing and improving your golf game in 2016, spending time with somebody like James, getting yourself in a screening, understanding what your physical limitations might be and how you can improve them is a fundamental part of how we're going to play better golf. We're going to share a lot more of this information with you through the year. We're going to monitor my progress and see how James can help me. And by helping me, hopefully, we'll be able to get you to understand how you can make changes through small habit changes, changing your understanding of your body, how it works, how that's going to influence your golf swing. Thanks for watching the HDiD Golf Academy. If you enjoy our videos, please share them amongst your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, that way you'll get to see all our latest footage first. And for questions and comments, join our Facebook page or follow us on Twitter, HDiD Golf Academy. We look forward to seeing you next time.